Yeah, yeah, we're backsies. We're backsies, gangy, from a way better state of mind. I'm really fresh right now, and I'm gonna talk in a short while about what I went through, cause I learned major things in this period. I learned so many things and so many important things, right? Even if it looked like a downfall, I learned a lot of things. So, one second, let me send this in. Um, let's see. First, let's see what are we doing exactly here. Let's see. Let's look at a pair. Then I'm gonna talk about what I learned. Mostly, I think we're gonna draw higher. I think we are gonna draw higher even with this. With this hourly AVG and this high getting taken, I still think we're gonna draw higher. Maybe off this low swept here, we can look to target. It's a bit risky to be trying to target higher here off of that hourly. But I wouldn't be too much worried about that. We should be drawing higher. Same with GU. We're just looking more like we're drawing higher. We should come take this high, and then we're gonna see where we react off. We do have this. That's interesting. We're gonna see. AU is the pair that I'm looking at to be bearish here. It's clearly the weaker. So if we inverse or if we have like a confluence lower that we're gonna short, I am down to short this. Let's see where we are higher time frame. I still think we're drawn here towards this low. This gap is still big to be reacting of long term, in my opinion. We should still be drawn here. So we're gonna see. DAX looks kind of bullish. We came off the high. Where did we retrace towards internal POI? After that internal POI gets taken, we don't know what we're gonna do. We don't know whether we're gonna be bullish or bearish here. So we're gonna see. Let's think. What do I see here? Do I see us being bullish or bearish? I mean, higher time frame, we're definitely bullish. Higher time frame. The reason I would be bearish is because we came off a higher time frame high and broke structure. Technically, if you like look at it like from a structure perspective, this is high, this is low, this is broken, and this can be our lower high to continue lower. But we don't know that yet. We don't know it. We don't know it. We only have one range, so we don't know for sure what is gonna happen here. But we're gonna be patient and see. I would say like short-term view. This is our draw. We should come back to this or this. So if we draw first here, I might be more down to short. If we draw first here, I might be more down to buy. But it's not something that really screams at me. I would prefer UK shorts here. Of this high Asian high sweep and looking to target this as a draw, yeah, that's way better to be honest. So still higher time frame POI here getting mitigated. I wouldn't really be worried. I still see us drawing lower unless like price action really switches, then I would be worried. But let's think. On the higher time frame range, we are in a beneficial spot to kind of continue bullish or the flow, like if you look at it that way. Interesting. But let's see, is there a pair that we actually want to trade though? I wouldn't be buying here, like generally, even though I know we're drawing higher, I wouldn't be buying towards a mitigated PI. I don't think that's really smart to do. That's one of my rules. Even though now I'm allowing my intuition to flow a bit more than before, I still think it's not necessarily a good trade. Station high already got taken. Even if we have like triple buy side liquidity here, it's just risky. Right, it's risky because most of the times highs like this don't get taken when they have mitigated a strong POI. In this case, we also took this high, so don't really want to be drawing that much. Yeah, that much lower. This looks also same thing on the XY. These lows are looking very strong to potentially react higher, come back into this. So I'm not sure I really want to be buying here. If I want to be buying, I would be buying GU. I'm pretty sure, but GU is in the same area. We're in this hourly inversion, so we're still probably gonna continue lower though. Let's see, how are we looking over time frame? Look, we're already kind of getting an inverse. So with this inverse, do we want to short? That's one good question. Do we want to short of this buy sell liquidity getting taken? Inversion technically triggers lower prices from here. We can be drawing short term towards this. Yo, my goat is back. Yeah, bro, let's go. Let's go, bro. I feel so good after that break. I'm not gonna lie, I really needed it. Um, let's see. We're gonna see. I'm not sure I see anything that I wanna really trade in. Let's see lower time frame because I see these equal lows here. I mean, short term, we can be looking to target these lows. I wouldn't be that scared. Short term, like very short term. The thing is, buy side, like I mean not buy side, sell side has very strong rebalances here. We retested this low, crazy retest, big ass gap. It's very weird. It's in the middle, so I wouldn't be. I mean, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna draw here if we inverse. So if we see some shit like of London Open, which is in 10 minutes, if we see some shit like this, we can actually look at this short. I would be down to draw lower, but still a very pretty risky idea, I would say. Pretty risky. Let me think. I don't really see anything that necessarily like screams to me like a good read that I would want to trade. I mean, even here, yeah, I'm pretty confident we're gonna draw higher here, but do I want to trade? Let me just think right now. I mean, probably like this would be good, or like this would be decent. So either each side, we can trade. So if we come higher, sweep this, and then react lower, like get a 50-minute gap or some shit like that, we can trade. But we need to see the price develop. I wouldn't really be like, oh yeah, I'm trading this or that or that. Nah. I don't see anything. Euro of this inverse, I would be also pretty decently confident in the fact that we're reaching back into this low. If we do, but it's a risky play. It's a risky play. It's a short draw. I wouldn't really be. Yeah, I would say we're reaching into this middle line. Yo, it's good, bro. It's good. We're gonna see. What's good, Brody? See, we also kind of mitigated equilibrium here. Yeah, we have pretty strong rebalances on this whole side. So generally, probably gonna draw higher. Do I want to trade alongside that draw? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Let's see. So yeah, in this period I learned a lot of things. I learned what I was doing, why did my trade frequency go lower, right? Because I ended up not having almost barely any trades for like 1 month, and I realized that it's not my strategy. In a sense it is, but it was my fault because, as you know, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you guys really know this, but these are my rules, right? Yeah, it was insane. And for cryptos as well, for cryptos, a lot of people fucking suicided because of the crypto crash. It's crazy, bro. Let me see. It's crazy that so many people actually like kill themselves because of this. They got liquidated. But um, let me talk what I want to talk about. What did I want to say? I forgot. Oh yeah, about my strategy. So I had drawn liquidity. Like these two are good. I kept trading them. The problem is I started changing this. So this, when I first started out and first started trading the strategy and started applying it and seeing those crazy results, this drawn liquidity was determined by narrative. And with time, what I did is choke that narrative, give it up, ending up to trading as drawn liquidity only at some obvious equal lows. I don't know if that makes sense, but drawn liquidity was determined by narrative before when I used to trade, and with time and time after seeing good results, I ended up making this as a very strict rule. So I ended up choking my whole edge. Most of my edge, my trade frequency, my win rate comes from narrative, from this first rule. So I don't even know if I'm gonna try and explain this, but yeah, for me, the thing is, I first have to let my intuition flow in a sense. So when I'm looking at charts, I have to let intuition flow and dictate, okay, what do I see? Do I see a good read or not? Then this read that I see here determines drawn liquidity. Fuck off, bro. Right? Fuck off. Oh, not that. Cause liquidity. Wait, let me. I am lucky I didn't have a trade in the crypto markets that day. Yeah. Yeah, bro. And people were leveraging, so that's probably why. So I just look at here, like, because drawn liquidity can be many things. It can be a simple high, right? A simple high. It can be, for example, a POI. It can be a lot of things. But when I used to like kept trading in this past months where I used to not have any trades, drawn liquidity became just equal highs. That's why my trade frequency went down a lot, because I was waiting for a perfect visual setup, which didn't fucking happen. But this is not the only drawn liquidity I would trade. I would trade highs and I would trade zones as well. The problem is whether a high is going to get taken or a zone is going to get mitigated and get determined as a drawn liquidity is going to be determined by narrative, right? For example, let's see UK, right? We have come off the top here with inverse. As at this point of the inversion, where are we reaching? Drawn liquidity, this low and this MVG, right? This is higher time frame draw. But me, how I traded the past period, I would just look, okay, do we have equal lows? We don't have any equal lows. This one could call it, and this would become my only drawn liquidity. And I don't know, it's weird to explain, but yeah. Narrative is very important. It's 70% of my edge. Narrative is determined where my intuition, where my experience, where everything speaks, where I look at higher time frame, I look at intraday context, I let my experience speak on, okay, where are we drawing? Because see here, we can come off here and draw here towards this FVG. This can be a very good draw, right? Does it have equal lows? It doesn't have equal lows, so this would have been just an invalidated trade, how high trading phase 2. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, we're gonna see. I'm just letting narrative speak here. Again, I had my narrative, we were reaching into this low, now we didn't. We're probably gonna be bullish. I'm not sure though about this. It kind of looks bearish. Again, my narrative for my narrative is still weird here. I don't have a clear read because we have both like two POIs who are really stuck. My narrative is not clear here. I don't have a drawn liquidity, so I'm not trading when I don't have a narrative. The same with Geo here. It's looking pretty good. My narrative would be us reaching in this low. After that, I don't know what's gonna happen. We might inverse this. Yeah, sure. If we inverse it, then yeah, we can trade lower. But we're gonna see. If we get a retest out of London Open, we can trade this lower. But I kind of highly doubt that's gonna happen by looking at how much momentum we're getting out of Open. I would say this can be also our draw. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. But if we see that retest, yeah, this is one of the opportunities we can have for today. Today is bank holiday, so I'm really not trying to force anything. Today's bank holiday, or isn't it? Wait, why am I in June, bro? Why am I in June, gang? Today is bank holiday, so I'm really not looking to force anything unless it's very, very clear. Tomorrow is a good day to be traded in. We had Fed chill. Fed chill. Chill, Fed. Thursday we have PPI, which is all tentative, apparently. Again, so we're probably going to have a very decent week. CPI disappeared. We don't have any CPI anymore this week. So, I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah, this is one of my ideas here. If we retrace, I'm down to take it, because we rated buy sell liquidity. See, this is not in theory. If you look at this price, it's not a technical drawn liquidity. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, these are equal lows we're drawing here. Visually, it's not a perfect drawn liquidity, but context and how we're behaving, and because of this hourly AVG, hourly over the block, Asian highs getting taken inversion, I know next draw is gonna be this low. So it's very different to how I trade right now, and that's why my trade frequency, and you're gonna see my like my strategy and yeah, how I traded is gonna come back, because now I return to what is really making my edge, abundant and high win rate, which is narrative, right? Having a clear read, where is price gonna go? Is price gonna draw lower? Is price gonna draw higher? And then I just applied rules on top of it to validate it and ensure good consistency. Because right now I have a narrative, okay, we're bearish towards this low. Then I apply my rules to this narrative. 50-minute inverse with a 1-minute entry, drawn liquidity. You get what I mean? So I used to trade only rules. The last phase 2, like phase 2 period, I used to trade only rules and only looked for rules to be trading. Now the first thing I do is narrative. Do I have a good narrative? What is price gonna do? Then I apply rules on top of that narrative to validate it. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah, I realize where most of my edge lives, and it's a lot in the fact that determining narrative. Yeah, I'm still waiting on this retest. This is still good if we get a retest out of London Open, but we open here. I don't know if technically in terms of timing it would be perfect, because usually like 5 minutes of open do retrace most of the times, or we're gonna do this and then reverse. So it does really depend. You already reached the inverse or the draw liquidity, the temporary draw liquidity. Look at this inversion. Nice retest here and just draw lower to take this low. This was my narrative. Very short, but still accurate. After this, we can definitely reach higher, but I wouldn't trade alongside that. Definitely not. And AU, I'm down on being bearish. It's just that we don't have such a clear draw. My draw would be probably this breaker here. This would be my draw. Again, short idea, but we gotta take what we have, or yeah, this low. But the thing is, this is pretty strong, a pretty strong pattern. So I'm not sure I would be drawing lower though. Just press an alert to be sure. And oh yeah, it's already playing out. Like my narrative is getting played out. So as long as I see, okay, my narrative played out and I was right on this, it doesn't really matter if I'm gonna have a trade or not. That's really the only thing I care here. And we did play out. I did say, okay, we inverse. Where are we reaching over that inverse into this low 10 pips? That's all I need to be accurate on to actually make money. But now, yeah, pretty much played out before London opened, so we can't really control that. It's just detail of price. But it was right on both euro and both GU. So that's, look, oh my god, we're actually crashing. I mean, if we inverse this, I would say we're drawing here, but it's not something that I would necessarily trade in. Sad that we played my idea again, like 2 ideas just getting played out in front of me, but what can it really do? Would I be drawn to this low? Look at this fucking equilibrium mitigation here. It's kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, we probably can draw to this low, or to like fill this remaining of the gap, like something like this. I would say this can be our draw, but we're gonna see. Let's see what I want to look at the UK, because I really like this level here, but we need to be taking it. I mean, this should hold higher. I see it getting inverse and reaching lower from here, so I'm not sure, but I will not be considering any trade if we don't reach higher into this. We do have this, but these are weird ass, goofy ass POIs. I wouldn't necessarily consider them serious. To hold higher, yeah, but yeah, this looks very bearish. Very bearish, so we're probably gonna be drawn here. This is draw, this is draw. It's on both sides, so for now I don't really have an like, yeah, an idea. We're gonna see. Yeah, they're kind of flipping bearish. Oh my god, you fucking crashed. It's already on Asian lows. I mean, at this point, looking at momentum, I'm probably gonna say we're drawing back into this consolidation here. This would be my draw. With this inversion confirming lower prices and looking to fill this gap, it can be a decent idea, but again, I just don't know if I want to trade it or not. Because my draw liquidity was Asian lows that just got taken. First low, second. So I'm not sure I want to necessarily trade alongside it. But this order block is good though, that we ended up holding here throughout Friday's high and Asian high today. And very good sweep pre-London. That's unlucky, because that's why the trade kind of played out before, because we got this sweep pre-London and we already have manipulated enough to just finish the move, and London just open, like just finish the move basically into sell side. This price already had very efficient moves before London, sadly, but can't really control it, right? Still wouldn't be drawn lower. We can draw like later on, maybe in this. Yeah, still wouldn't be drawn lower. It doesn't look like a good read to me. Let's see. We look like we're about to inverse. We failed this lower high. Definitely AU is the pair that we want to be bearish on. We just don't have such a clear drawn liquidity. That's the only thing. I mean, technically, if we follow higher time for structure, we're reaching back into this low. And these, maybe. We're gonna see. But still, it's just not a clear read, so cannot really force, can I? If this, I mean, this is a weird pattern. I kind of see this a lot of times. We're gonna see. We're probably still gonna hold of this inversion. More likely than inversing, but yeah. This would have been a good entry, good potential entry, except we didn't take this, which I wanted to see taken. And then we could have drawn lower towards Asian lows in this FVG, but like this, we just didn't have my POI that I wanted to, so I cannot really trade, sadly. But we're waiting. Maybe we get a resweep and then start inversing, which would be perfect. I do like drawing lower, even if Asian lows here took this low. I don't really care. My higher time frame draw is here, so yeah. I think might get inverse back above. This would like two opportunities. Check ADUSD. Yeah, it's a decent setup for long, but I wouldn't be longing. Sorry if I'm coughing like this. I wouldn't be longing, like we're just too bearish higher time frame. I wouldn't be longing, my personal opinion. Until like momentum really switches, wouldn't be longing. But yeah, it does look decent like intraday. Like if you look at Asia, like Asia's looking good for a buy. Like we just swept this low, we top 50-minute AVG, technically drawing higher towards this, but context makes it just heavy bearish, and makes it like the top POI within, like, yeah, this is like the optimal POI. If we look at the last range and we look like at what order flow we've been in, right? Look at this shit. Look at this range. This is our range. We mitigated perfectly equilibrium prices, and we also mitigated the last premium POI, which is this 50-minute AVG. So it's kind of a very high chance. It's a very high chance to start reaching lower on higher time frame. As an intraday profile, for me, it looks good to be following buys, but as higher time frame, I'm going against higher time frame, which I don't really prefer doing. But it does look decent. If this gets inverse, this can confirm buys here. Let's see. Yeah, I still wouldn't. I don't think we would. I would have buy here. Yeah, probably not. I'm down to demo it though, sure. I mean, as an intraday profile, it does look good, but higher time frame is just too strong on being bearish. That's the only problem. I wouldn't be taking the trade, but range is pre-voided. If we would have like been opened a bit lower, like here, an Asian high form here, and then we had this unmitigated POI to target, I probably would have taken it. But like this, nah. Euro is stronger apparently. Euro didn't take Asian lows yet. Geo did. Sadly, we didn't get our opportunity, but sometimes that should be happening. Yeah, now we're reaching back into this high, I would say, on UK. Then we can definitely be drawing. Like if we reach this high, take this shit. Oops. Take this shit. Form a 50-minute gap lower. Yeah, sir. I'm taking down lower here. This big ass gap. Oops. But we need to take the high. Definitely. It's not something negotiable. Yeah, I would do like a buy stop maybe on the demo here, just for fun. Technically I would target this highs, but let's just do Asian highs. Pretty good R, very good R. I mean, if this gap starts holding higher. Wait, what? What the fuck? What is this dog shit, man? How the fuck did I get filled so, like, here? What? How, bro? It's a demo. Jesus. How the fuck did I get filled on this candle, though? What the fuck, bruh? Demo, hello. How the fuck did this happen? Bruh, what? What the fuck? How did it trigger my buy stop on this? Demo spreads are crazy, almost 1 pip. It's crazy. Bro, what the fuck? I'm gonna take like 5 minute break. Let's see. Mine, how high is gold gonna go if US market and this type of shit stops? Yeah. Gold just keeps trending higher. Oh my god, that shit scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, gold just keeps going. Yeah, I saw one guy predict this spot. Yeah, it was a pretty clear range play on higher time frame. You went really bullish here of this inversion, then just reaching into these highs. Yeah, this was a good trade. I do remember that shit. Yeah, it looks bearish, and AU as well. Still looks bearish to me. And we also did it inverse the shit, but I don't know, somehow it triggered me in the position. So probably gonna get stopped out on the demo. Yes, sir. I'm gonna take a small break, like 5 minutes, and be back. Yeah, this shit is gonna get stopped out. I don't know why demo has such a huge fucking spread. Bro. Bruh. Bruh. Like, if this breaks, it does look decently bullish, though, I'm not gonna lie. My eyes kinda hurt. I don't know if I can keep going, bro. My eyes kinda hurt. I didn't sleep enough this night. It's all good. I'm gonna try my best. And this looks decently bullish, I'm not gonna lie. But still, bro, like, I don't know, man. And we do have this as a 50-minute inversion that we need to confirm now. To like confirm high prices here, I need to see that inversion. Yeah, UKC it did reach back into that high almost. Now with a good buy sell liquidity sweep and it's getting inverse. Oh my god, if this gets inverse, we're definitely reaching lower. But we need to see that high getting taken first. I'm just gonna move this alert here. Yeah, I don't even need to see a 50-minute gap. We already have a 50-minute gap, which is this one. So if we actually break lower, yeah, we're definitely reaching into Asian lows towards this inversion. So we gonna see, yeah, it was fucking melting. Did have a feeling we're bearish. See, that's why I say like buy sell liquidity doesn't get taken most of the times when it's mitigating a strong POI. It's probably gonna come for you later on, maybe after we sweep this low. If this gets inverse, we're pretty clear on reaching towards this low. I just wouldn't trade it because it's too big of a gap, so I cannot really trade off it. Jill would be better though, but still too overextended, so we're not looking forward to that. Tax, it's not doing much. Not doing too much. And we're all in, like, we need to form the higher low before really confirming that we're bullish here. But I do like UK decently enough. Oh yeah, I forgot about UJ. I forgot, bro. Pretty nice retest here of London Open. Probably wouldn't have traded it because this candle didn't close. If it closed bullish, I would have considered it maybe to draw towards this high, but I don't know. Still, I don't know. Still, gang. My eyes are hurting. I didn't rest enough, bro. But I still love trading, so I'm gonna try our best to be present. Yeah, right now on the com we're at like -6% on the funded, but I'm not worried, to be honest. I don't even really care because I know if I start using narrative the same I used it before and start applying drone liquidity as the way I used it before, results are gonna come back and recovering is pretty much inevitable. So that's why I'm not worried, to be honest. Because from narrative is where I'm getting my trade frequency, is where I'm getting my win rate. It's where most like 70% of my edge is coming from narrative, which is mostly intuitive. I need to let my intuition breathe. I cannot like systemize everything and just out of safety and fear because not, I don't know if I talked about this, but in like 3 weeks from now I'm gonna go to Paris on a trip, and I wanted my own money to go on that trip, right? I didn't want to ask my parents for more money, so I really wanted to pass this account and get that money. And because of that, I started seeing good results in phase one, and I started eliminating risk, which was intuition, which is inconsistent. It's a risk technically. And by eliminating intuition, I actually eliminated my fucking edge. So, yeah. Trade frequency is gonna come back, even if today looks like no trades. We already had 2 opportunities already, and not even in a clear textbook market. Like this is definitely not nowhere clear or close to a very textbook scenario that looks visually perfect, but trades worth taking are not visually perfect. It's just about your read, right? That's where trade frequency comes from. How many reads do I have, right? How many reads do I have per day? And I usually have at least 2 valid reads per day, meaning reads, meaning knowing, okay, or seeing a certain narrative happening. For example, as soon as I saw this inverse, my narrative was this: we're reaching back into the station low. How many times am I seeing a narrative like this, a pattern in price where I would say, okay, I'm confident that we're gonna do this? Then rules come on top. We have 50-minute inversion, drawn liquidity, and technically 1-minute entry. We didn't get the 1-minute entry, but you get what I mean? It all comes from narrative. Narrative comes first. This is the basis, because narrative decides, oh, do I have a trade? Do I not have a trade? Then rules just ensure good consistency, like good circumstances for executing, in a sense. If you get what I mean. Come on, bro, UK, take that high, buddy. High, equal highs here taken if with the inversion. Yeah, we're reaching lower if we inverse. Even with this, I wouldn't really give a shit. This is a weak inversion. It already got mitigated once, twice, 3 times. Like a lot of mitigations. Once, twice, 3, 4. Loses a lot of relevance, right? And again, textbook like from a rule perspective, oh yeah, I'm not trading towards opposing PI. That shit does not matter. You need to use your fucking experience. Even if it's a risk, even if it's inconsistent, this is where the experience that really makes an edge breathe, in a sense. That's what was making mine is my narratives, which are determined by intuition. So I don't know if it makes any sense, but I did learn a lot in this period about my edge and where, like, how big is each part responsible for, right, of my edge. And what really makes my edge like this highly abundant, that having at least 1 trade per day, is my my narratives, not my rule. That's one thing that very important that I learned that I couldn't have went really live without, because the same thing that happened with phase 2 would have happened on live if I didn't learn this thing right now. So everything happens in proper timing at the end of the day, to be honest. I have one phrase that I really like to say: you're exactly where you're supposed to be, learning exactly what you're supposed to be, right? That's what I think. I learned exactly what I needed. Yeah, this looks, now it looks bearish. Now it looks like we're drawn lower towards this low. Very avoided low, to be honest. Want to trade it? I'm not sure. This looks like a decent gap, but I wouldn't trade it. Decent inversion. The thing is, yeah, it's decent, but it's overextended and we're trading towards this. So I'm not sure I really want to take this. But it does look pretty point of no return in a sense. I don't really trust the fact that we didn't have a strong rebalance yet. That's the only thing I don't trust about this trade. Bro, why you keep placing bars, bro? Like, this can be, yeah, 1.5 or some shit. And if it goes here, it can be higher. I would probably go above the high here, like a 2R. And it doesn't look bad, to be honest. I just don't really prefer doing it. It's a pretty voided low, so it might be a decent trade. It's just that the break doesn't really inspire confidence if we keep rejecting the close below. We didn't close initially, so this is not a valid retest. For me to be able to trade, right, I need to see a close below, then see a retest, then trade here. We got the retest without closing below, so this makes the trade technically invalid. So now I need to see price leave. When price leaves from here, if it does, then I can really think about this opportunity. So that's what I'm really watching here. I want to see us reach back into this breaker block, this AVG if possible, and then if we break lower, I might consider an idea here. But I would definitely want to see this inversion getting mitigated. And if we print a bullish gap here, it's going to be pretty good. So yeah, this is not bad. It's actually not bad, but you got to be picky with entering, because at this point, I also talk about this. I want to talk about this soon on the channel, is when FVGs are really confirming a trend switch, is when the last FVG of the price leg gets inverse, which we are currently in the process in. This pretty much means that we are at least gonna take this low. Point of no return, pretty much, at least my strategy. But we do want to be really careful at entering here. I do want to see a deep demitigation here if possible. Form a bullish gap here, mitigate this, and then close below the bullish gap, and this becomes my entry to take price towards that low. This is kind of the only way I would trade this. The real only way, but it's kind of giving me exactly what I need, to be honest. Now we have this bullish gap here that I'm waiting for to get inversed. If this gets inversed and we have a strong break lower, I might be taking this trade. It's a very low resistant low. That's what I like. But we need to see this 50-minute AVG holding as a resistance. Without that confluence or the confluence of breaking lower, we cannot be really taking this trade. So yeah, this is a good idea. It's a 1.6. I'm down to take this if we do break lower right now. If we break lower right now and we inverse this shit, I'm down to take it because it looks good. Range is pretty balanced around this level. If we break lower and start supporting lower prices, we're pretty much easily reaching in this low. Now it's just about timing and waiting for price to confirm that we're reaching lower, because previously what we did here is just reject the 50-minute inversion. So for now it's not clear. This is a bullish sign, right? For now this is a bullish sign. These lows here and price not closing strongly below the 50-minute inverse is a signal of inspection, and we might reach higher before actually inversing. You get what I mean? That's kind of what we look like we're doing. So that's why it matters to be patient, to be honest. Let's see AU might be breaking soon, but I really see us holding bearish still. Yeah, I do see us holding bearish. We might come for this. I'm still holding the same idea that I am. If we do come back and continue inversing this, then I am down to keep trading it. Otherwise, we're still being patient. Okay, now UK might give that what we want to see from UK. We just swept all that buy side. But in this case, instead of waiting for this 50-minute inversion at the bottom, I would wait for this this to get inversed. It's a very crucial spot. This is the area I would wait to get inverse before taking the trade, even if it's not a 50-minute AVG. I would like to see this now get mitigated and we break later on, and then I trade on the move lower. That's why you gotta be careful, because sometimes even if you try to trade off the inverse, we're usually trading very overextended, so it's risky if you're not done proper, because we might just get stopped out on prices way too retracing and then finishing the move. That's why these right here kind of told us that that's a bit likely to happen here and start retracing. Oh shit, that's a lot of movement. That's a lot of movement. But yeah, with this 50-minute inversion, I might consider drawing higher on yeah, but we still have this. Yeah, I don't really like this. I don't like neither this one right here, this inversion. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to be trading buys on AU still. This 50-minute AVG, even if it gets inversion, still, yeah, not gonna do it, chief. Not gonna do it. I would draw probably here, back here, if we inverse. Yeah, not looking like a good short setup, not gonna lie. Still waiting on this G break lower, and if that happens, we can be trading it. Euro not really looking like it. I don't like drawing lower. The inversion is too big to be trading off of. Do we want to draw lower on AU? Nah, drawing could already got taken this low. So the only really valid pair we can look at is GU if we break below here. But we're gonna be patient. I'm gonna take like again 2 minute break, 3 minute break, and be back. I'm looking at this GU short. we might have this trade. I don't know for certain though. This bottom green AVG still stays my area for continuing sales lower. But I don't know. It doesn't really look that much like being bearish. AU did break pretty strongly here. Look at this break, inverse and retest. Probably wouldn't have traded either way because the inversion is dog shit. We came in really slow here, but yeah, as for fun, it's nice to see. It's a nice intraday profile to be looking at buys, but the only reason is I don't like drawing higher here. I see too much bearish resistance and too much potential for bearish order flow. So yeah, we're gonna see. This is our criteria for taking the short. I don't have alerts left. Oh yeah, it is right there. We do have these equal lows, but we're gonna see. What do you mean I don't have alerts left? Oh, that was a useless alert on AD. I mean, this is where I would start paying attention a bit. But it does look kind of bullish, so I don't really prefer doing that. I don't really prefer drawing higher. Yeah, this would have been decent to be drawn higher, but still. Let's do a bit of back testing. I just want to keep practicing a bit on my, oh my god.
Just one
I have
simple
football edits. Boom. So, yeah. Oh, why did I open Excalibur? Apparently, but we're gonna talk. I have some things going on in Excalibur that we need to talk about. Let's delete and start a new session. I kept testing stuff. What should we do? Should we do DXY maybe? But let's do like 2021 maybe. February to now. We could have done autumn as well, but now it's kind of late to be doing that. Which one? This one? Let's see. Higher time frame, we have reached this area, so we might see some bullish intent of the slow. Where though? Asian highs, like we have pretty decent draw. Pretty decent draw on reaching higher, except we do have 15 AVG, so we're gonna see. It's not a bad setup. I would draw higher because of higher time frame POI though. For now, it did get rejected here. I mean, that's a decent break, but I'm not gonna trade it. Yeah, we kinda inverse. I did say intuitively kinda looked a bit iffy to be drawn higher because of this, this. Probably still willing to draw lower though of this inversion. That's technically the inversion. Stop loss not safe at all. Sadly, it's not safe at all. Maybe now, and also kinda got rejected anyways. Let's see, Jiu reached our area. Where's Jiu? Oof, this looks like a good break. But we're gonna wait. I think this area is gonna get gapped through, and this area is gonna become really pivotal for a retest. So that's what we're waiting for here. I'm gonna move it to my second monitor just to keep it in and watch. Wouldn't, yeah, it's iffy. It's iffy. Drawing either way here. We're struggling, and we end up drawing lower. Okay. At this point, probably into those London lows, gang. Not gonna cap these. Really? We don't reach London lows? Still looking at those London lows though. Okay, we actually inverse. Interesting. Keep rejecting the close below. Yeah, we actually inverse here. Drawn liquidity, probably these highs. Yep. That was actually pretty nice. Tradable. Here. Yeah. Could have been tradable. Where are we drawing now? I wouldn't be so confident into drawing into this. We have this as a potential draw also. This red supply. I wouldn't be confident in trading here either way. Yeah. Now we do have pretty nice buy sell liquidity to be drawn towards. Timing is shit though. Maybe off this low getting swept here. Yup. Yupsies. And they're reaching premium prices. Oh shit, that's a big inversion of that supply. Did we get a retest? We did almost get a retest here. Not skip too fast, but let's see. Boom. Do have this, which we're kind of reacting of, but I would still draw lower here. Yeah, I would draw to these lows. We gotta wait for this. Probably gonna retrace deeper before inversing that shit. Strong break here, but I still would want to see a retest. This could have been one entry, but yeah, it's too risky. I mean, I'm still pretty chilling on reaching lower here, but we don't really look like necessarily wanting to do it. Again, got rejected. The close got rejected here. So for now, these are pretty bullish signs. Well, this is a bit of a better break, but I do want to see supporting, yeah. We just don't give a fuck. We keep reclaiming bullish. We keep reclaiming bullish. So either it's gonna happen very late or it's not gonna happen. I think it's just not gonna happen. Yep. Oh, this could have been served as our draw. Maybe temporarily, and now we might be inversing back lower and now reaching back into soul side. I would say, yeah, that's a kind of good break. I want to test it out. Stop loss above. Technically, first objective is here, so technically on strategy, we would just close here. Fuck. Let me see. Technically on strategy we would close here, but on my read and higher time frame read we should be reaching lower, and we don't anyways. Yeah, is this bad? Probably. And we inverse late as fuck, bro. Like sometimes price does this shit, man. Probably gonna carry on in 10 toward Asia, and we play out the idea in Asia. You fucking dog shit, piece of shit, manipulative shit, man. Manipulative shit. Now we're drawing higher pretty easily. To be simple, I would say this high. To be second simple is this high. I mean, it's pretty clear that we're drawing higher. It's no overconfidence, or not. Maybe I'm just dog shit, man. Maybe I'm just fucking dog shit. We did have this, but I still wouldn't have expected to draw lower. Weird. Okay. Very fucking weird. We inverse without taking that buy side. Interesting. Very fucking weird, not gonna lie. Yeah, news behavior. News. I mean, now we're definitely manipulating this order block, not gonna lie. But we already did, sadly. So already, yeah, technically already over. Oh my god, what is this PA? We're gonna definitely build version 10, and if we do, we're drawn here. Would that be scary? This FVG, would it be scary? I would say it does depend upon context and where are we looking to target. If we have a strong draw like this one, I wouldn't be so scared. But we did reject fully that FVG, so yeah, now it's looking pretty bullish. Yeah, we're bullish here. Oh fuck, I didn't see chat, my bad. Bullish again, should be bullish still. Should be bullish. Where are we on the higher time frame? We do be in a pretty strong area. That's for sure. If we inverse this, where are we reaching next? Nexty. If we inverse this, yeah, this gap that we're kind of in right now. Let me mark it. Yeah, this is a good draw. These lows here. Oh my god, bro. I need to do it. I need to do it. I cannot not do it. I cannot. Yes, sir. Better entry. Here could have been a better entry, but still fine. If we inverse even that, we might be reaching even lower. Jupiter we are pretty bullish for now, so yeah, kind of rejected our area. For now, we're still bullish, so I ain't gonna be trading anything until we see what we want. Yuki didn't inverse either, so it doesn't look like we have much. Probably still gonna continue lower. Look at this, but it's lunchtime. Yeah. Prefer not trying to trade that shit. I'm already reached into draw, but this is not New York Open. Let me change my hours. Boom, boom, boom. Barely now New York Opens. Wait, are we drawing here? Are we drawing here, man? We do have, yeah, this is technically our entry. Got fucked. Yes, sir. Now we have equal low sweep into technically this bullish cap, so if this gets close below, we can be buying up towards this. Yep. Yep. But could have maybe risked it here. But yeah. This is our draw. As long as that shit stays intact, we're drawing lower. Let's see higher time frame. I would say we're drawing even more than that, to be honest. I would not be scared to draw. 4 hour it does look a bit dangerous, but I wouldn't be scared to draw like right there. Yup. I mean, already played out our idea pretty much. Oof, that's a really good break. And off here, that low. I want to see if it holds lower. Bro, like this is screaming. I just want to try it. I'm not really doing a serious backtesting, but I just want to try it. And the only thing that would be iffy is that we took one of our objectives. That's the only thing. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. We should have executed here. Where, here. The only thing that made me hesitate is this low. I mean, the fact that we took it. That's the only thing that made me hesitate, but it is what it is. Can we continuously draw lower? Not bad timing, to be honest. Technically, yes, but bad timing towards this low. Let's see if lunchtime, yeah. See, this is why timing matters. And then we inverse. What is my bias? Oh, can be bullish. Not necessarily. Let's see. I would probably hunt for these at least. If we don't fucking if we inverse, of course. If we inverse. So probably prefer being bullish. Just because of higher time frame order block that we're in. Yeah, this is chilling on drawing higher from here in my opinion. We need to see that inversion get completed. And inverses again. Fuck me, bruh. It just doesn't want to play. And we did play the bearish idea of here. Lunchtime. Oh, not really lunchtime. Not really lunch timing. Let's see. Pay attention to this. If this gets inverse, we're reaching here or here. But timing is shit, bro. Timing is garbage, yo. If I set liquidity rate inversion, I mean, yeah, we can do it. The only thing is that stop loss is not safe and R is almost fucking negative. That's the only thing. Oh, I know. It doesn't play out for some reason anyways. Yeah, just manipulates. Yeah, stop loss was not safe here. I forced it. But yeah. Happens. I still need to practice not trolling on backtesting. I always end up trolling. Yeah, still drawn lower. No real problem here in my opinion. I would like to see Asian highs get taken, but I don't think they will. Now they are. Now we're inversed. Where are we reaching? This. But we need to see that retracement, which we don't get anyways, because why would we get? Why would we get it? Strong POI drawn lower here, I would say. So yeah, this is nice internal here, even if it's a small consolidation. So still stop technically on this here if we do inverse. Didn't inverse yet. See off this, yeah, they got reclaimed. I still see us being bearish here. We just gotta time it right. Launch time again. Fuck you, bruh. Fuck your launch time, goofy ass. We ain't gonna do it, but it's launch time. I'm scared of this though, bruh. It's gonna come for that and probably then carry on, or am I tripping? Yeah, I was thinking that we're not gonna reach lower because of that consolidation, but I didn't really expect it though to really play out. I still don't like that much drawn into this. Nice break. Did we get a retest? And again, we just hold higher. Just don't give a shit about. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, we should have been patient here. This would have been a good break on the inversion. Boom. Target this. Yeah, should have been patient. Just got annoyed. Still drawn lower. Nothing much to tell about this. Average is mitigated. We should be drawn lower. Actually, even over this, I might be tripping, but even over this, we should be just drawn lower. We should. Yep. Should still draw lower. We didn't invalidate the idea, but it doesn't look like you want to play. Let's see this get inversed. It doesn't want to play it, bro. I don't understand. Why? This? Like, see, this is what I mean. I never make consistent decisions on backtesting. I just can't do it. I just always lose my focus. Always. Oh my god, I'm pretty fucking. Are we somewhere higher time frame with? Bro, we didn't even take this low. Okay. Oops. Skipped a bit too much. Draw here. Potentially not a good draw, but I would draw there. I would draw in higher. Murder. I wanna see something. Drawing here. Ear. But we already took it, so. We already took it. Draw is fucked here. I will draw towards this. No inversion though. Will I keep buying? Maybe. Fucking weird ass break, and now we have soul side. Bruh, this break is so weird. Bruh, what a weird fucking break. What a weird goofy ass break. Now again bullish. At this point it's clear that this is our draw. And this. Now let's see if we inverse. Pretty strong inversion. Clear draw? Not really. Not really a clear draw. At most these equal O's, yeah. This equal O's, sure. But I don't even know if it's worth trading. Oh, our holy 1R. Fucking get destroyed. Yeah. Oh, we're doing it again. You just never can stay fucking serious. I'm back to sin, bro. Never ever. Like, I know, bro. I know. I'm tired. No, I'm bored. I'm gonna keep shorting this. It didn't even fucking trigger it. I'm shorting right there. Trust. Look at this. Oh shitters. It's not gambling, guys. It's not. Come on, bro. It's not gambling. I'm just too good. Bro. Look at this. Watch this shit pull me off. Pull this shit off. Look at this. Trust. Trust the process. No, I almost called it perfectly, but I didn't. Fuck, I knew this is gonna happen. I just didn't know where. I knew price is not gonna take that low, but I just didn't know where. Where it's gonna stop. Bro, trust. This is bullish. No wine. Oh my god, I'm him. Look. What if I trust shorting from here? Now I do. Look, I'm him. Boom. Boomsies. I'm him, gang. I'm him. No, I'm not him. Nothing. First gap higher, taking price towards this. Yes, sir. Sir. Chill, Poppy. Chill. Look at this mastery. Look at this masterful trader. He is him. Look at this masterful trader, guys. This guy is him. Somehow he got missed. I should have marked it there. I mean, even if you look at these gambles, I unconsciously still take valid trades. If technically they're gambles. If it gets inversed, I'm trading buys here. It doesn't get inversed, so next day. Unconsciously, no overthinking. Boom. How fast can we take trades without thinking? Buy here, boom, right there. Lunchtime, but it doesn't matter when we are. Timing does not matter. Look at this shit. Bro, I'm him, bro. Like, you cannot do this shit, bro. I'm him. Look at this. 50-minute inversion. We're confirming buys. 2 words, nature on liquidity and overall equilibrium over this. So let's see the retest. It doesn't retest anymore, so we're just gonna be buying here. In case it retests, we cover it with our stop loss, and we're gonna do target that equilibrium. What the fuck is this? Gain clip recorded. Boom. It missed us here, so we're gonna have to mark it here, because it missed us and it's not gonna return, so we have to mark. We shouldn't have marked it. Now we're buying again right there on this gap, and we're targeting the same area. So boom, Boom, should be easy fucking money. It isn't easy money. We're just covering, we're doing the same idea. We don't care. We're gonna force our idea until it works. That's how real traders do this shit. Oh shit. Now we're flipping bearish, guys. I'm short. I'm shorting here towards this. Boom, boom. That's that's it, guys. All you have to do is just keep pressing your buttons and keep executing orders. That's how real NYNs do it. Here we get stopped out, but we will not accept it. We will not accept the fact that we lost. Boom, 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 boom. Short here on the first gap lower. Not gonna trade. Gonna wait for next day. Boom. What do we see here? Bullish. That's all we need to know. Bullish. First gap higher. Doesn't matter the timing. We're just so confident in our bias. I'm actually gonna place it right here at the top of at the bottom of the inversion. Very likely to get our retest, targeting the high. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, I'm him. Like I do this shit, bro, every day, bro. Look at this wick, bro. In my entry, like you cannot teach this shit, bro. You cannot teach it, bro. Boom, small 50-minute gap. Where are we drawing lows? Oh shit, what did I draw? It's a trend line, guys. It's a trend line. Boom, look at this displacement. Healthy ass displacement. Where are we drawing Asian lows easily? Easily. No, we got faked out. So what does that mean? We're reaching here and then breaking lower. So we're just gonna be a bit more patient to break our trend line. On the first break lower, we're taking the trade. Let's see New York open. Are we bullish? Are we? Oh, that's enough, gang. That's enough. I will target this consolidation right there. We're changing our target. Boom, 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 boom. That's how real traders do it. That's how real traders do it, gang. Attention to on the lows or break-even point. Real traders go break-even, remember. But we got fucked. Oof. So many manipulations here. Why, guys? Why me? Look at this wick entry, guys. Look at this wick entry. Oh my god, I'm him. I'm not him. I'm not him. Just gambling my way to success. You see how I was stalling on that 50-minute inversion? UK still stalling, doesn't look like it wanna inverse. Neither does GU, to be honest with you. I'm gonna watch it and see how it behave, but doesn't really look like it wants to play lower. So. Oh, so tired. Why? Why so tired? And why, Nick? Why, Nick? Five-minute break and then if I'm gonna keep the stream going, it sounds like looks like Ben Holiday has this place. It's not really close to. Jew does. Oh, never mind. I wanted to see. It doesn't look like it's breaking, but it does look like it's breaking. Nice for a nice TP on AU, but I wasn't really sure here. I don't like how we came lower here. I don't like the fact that we came in so slow. I don't like this PA. Even though it can work, stop loss invalidation point not really fair, not really any good. Stop loss invalidation point, we have a lot of, we have this, we have this, we have this. It's just not clear. If we see a retest, maybe I'll consider it, but yeah, I think this is a force trade. It's a force stop loss area, so it categorizes as a force trade. Same with euros breaking lower. AU did react of that 50-minute AVG that I say 50-minute inverse. Why I didn't like this buy. If you got your TP hit already, that's perfect. But like this, I still didn't like it. Also, UK might break. It looks like it might break lower. I would prefer UK. UK and GU are the only ones that are valid. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm glad to be back. Also, I kind of missed this. I missed you guys. No homo. Yeah, see, it's 2 bad hour. Fuck. But today also we're taking it slow. We're not hurrying to be in a trade or whatever, and not also neither to be very picky in a sense. So we're just taking our time. This might have been a decent short though. This could have been a pretty decent short. Nice retest, nice break, TP on this. But still weird. I wouldn't categorize this necessarily as a valid setup. But even overlapping with area, it does look good, but now it's too late. Weird. This does look like a good gap though, to take price lower towards our objective, which is this low right here. But forced. Needed to see a retrace. Need to see a retrace definitely to be even considering this trade. It's just weird. It's weird, PA. I mean, this is not that bad to be honest. This dark short. Just thinking. Now we have equal lows here. So, I'm gonna think about this also. I'm not gonna sit for long. I'm not really looking to force nothing on a bank holiday. So, yeah, this looks like a good gap. It looks like it's gonna hold over. Why the reason why I'm not taking it is because just there's no good invalidation point, and I don't get R. Maybe a struggled 1 hour here, but for me it's just not safe. There's not a place here that tells me okay, my stop loss is protected. This maybe, yeah, it's too many POIs. Technically I would consider this as being the safe spot, because yeah, this is definitely the safe spot, so that wouldn't give me R sadly. So I do want to see, I want my stop loss to be here definitely. I want it to be here, so the only way to get proper R is if we retrace, and I don't know, we break lower then, and then I can have like a decent R. So that's why my stop loss needs to be here. This is the only safe place, maybe even here actually, but still. Yeah, DAX is still looking like it's breaking lower. It just came to sweep that buy side here. Let's see UJ. I haven't looked at UJ. I mean, Stalin. Euro also looks pretty bearish. But the break is slow. That's what I don't like here. Still want to see the retracement if possible. I still want to kind of see this. Maybe equilibrium entry could have been one idea here. Like something like this. Equilibrium entry. But still, it's just with an equilibrium entry it would have been fine, I feel like, but now it's too late. Not a very good trade anyways, to be honest. I still want to see this. I do want to see a deeper pullback. We have 3 POIs here overlapping with this 50-minute AVG. 50-minute inverse. So if possible, would want to see that getting taken. I mean, this can be a good short. It's just that the problem with the short is that the first objective is way too close. First objective is definitely London lows, and it's way too close. My draw is here. Would I do this? Not ironically, in theory, it makes the trade invalid because first objective is here, right? But in practice and having our higher time frame influence, we're reaching lower. We're reaching into this or this. I'm thinking about this. Stop loss deficit can be above the high also, but technically it needs to be above the inversion. We get like a 1.3. I'm thinking we could have also maybe still have our order here. This London lows really fucks the idea. These London lows here really fucks the idea, sadly. But it does look like a good break though. I'm pretty sure we're gonna reach into London lows here. Into this low, I mean. Inversion, we inverse the last POI in a sense, drawn here. Also pre-relevant area. I might consider it. I am considering it, but I just don't know if it's a setup I want to execute on. I think it's forced because of these London lows being generated here. I'm just thinking for now. I mean, how I would want to really trade it in a way to really take the trade would be take this, retrace back, and then get another entry, and then I can take it. That would be a way I would trade it. Or we could have marked a limit order here, but again, a very small idea, babe. Almost a 1R, to be honest. So I'm still not sure about this though. It's not a very great setup. Yeah, let me see. Oh, Jules breaking. Where's my? I'm gonna give you them. This is, I think the bodies are white. Yeah, white, and this is, I'm gonna give you in chat each one. 1, 2. This is borders, and this is wick. The rest are the other candles is just white. It's FFF. It's white. They're all white. This is just what differs here. Yeah. Could have been a dub. Could have been a dub. Just very iffier setups that I'm not sure I really want to trade. Right now I do prefer. I mean, I don't want to say necessarily a perfect setup, but I do prefer a better setup than these ones. This is forced because of London lows. This is forced because we didn't have R. The only way we could have got an R here is if we placed it on equilibrium entry, and I didn't realize it in the moment, so this would have been the only way. DAX too forced because of London lows. So yeah, not really great setups, I would say. Still probably a good decision to not take them. This was a good setup. It's just that how we behaved just here is bad. It's something I don't like, but yeah. This was very forced for us to to really get proper out on this trade, we had to really force our way in a sense, and you don't really usually want to do that shit. And you usually want to have a good setup. But yeah, this was my draw. This was my idea. So we had um one idea that was right from London Open, which was from here to Asian lows, and then we had the continuation of the inversion, which was this. But sadly, we didn't get an opportunity to really get involved in both of the ideas. But this was first, which was definitely the best idea here to get good R. This was just the continuation of the first one. So yeah, sadly not fully valid, but it's all good though. We don't need to force anything. Today is bank holiday, so don't really want to force anything. Yeah, now it's gonna work in my opinion. This could have been another of our entries. Stop loss above, take profit here out of 1.5. It's just that this is one rule that I don't really want to go against. No matter what really intuition says, which is I need to take profit on the first objective, and here I would break my rules with taking my take profit on the second objective, so I don't really want to do that. But it does look like a good setup. I do like how we behaved here. This inversion looks good. I like how we build more sell side here. We're pretty much clear, or at least reaching into the sell side. So this is where technically my strategy is. But again, if I wanted to get R, I had to force my stop loss here. They're all forced, you know what I mean? So we don't want to force our way into a trade. We want to take it when it's so clear, when we don't need to force, right? And it does look good, the stacks trade, as I said. But yeah, I'm not looking to force this idea. We do not know. Yeah, we have London lows here. We have this inversion. It's a very high chance we react of this. So sadly, just 4 trades today, but it's all good. There's still New York to be there. Also, this buy was forced here. Too much resistance. We ended up failing. Like all of them were really forced at the end of the day. And Jew and Euro played without us. Yeah, of this inversion just opened and just fucking printed without giving a retrace or nothing. But yeah, this short was a nice continuation. It's just that we didn't really get what we want. If we had a bit of a better price action here, for example, to the point where we would have had only one POI, let's say here, that would have been like, oh my god, yeah, that's my invalidation point. I could have maybe taken something like this that would have gave me R, but even like this, it's just risky. Otherwise, the best option here, considering PA and how close the objective was to get a retest, then break lower, then we take our entry like that. Boom, stop loss above this, and we get like a 1.5. So yeah, it's just about, since the objective was really close here, to be able to get like decent R, we had to really see that retracement and be really picky, because also invalidation point was weird in this range. So it's a lot of, yeah, it's definitely forced. It's very forced trades. Same with this one. But it's still a good day. I had narrative right on pretty much did indeed have narrative right on UK. I did say we're drawing here. I like this area. Didn't get an opportunity to get involved. Maybe could have gotten involved here, but again, too close. So if we think about narrative on being bullish, this would have been our idea. And it's barely 1 hour, to be honest. Could have potentially executed it, not gonna lie. Could have potentially executed this 1 hour on UK. 50-minute was here, 50-minute inversion, sell side raid, drawn here. Yeah, this could have been an execution. Somehow I was in a sense not biased, because we had 2 drawn liquidities. So I wanted to see one get taken and then trade towards the other. Yeah, it's probably still not a bad idea. They're just like iffy setups. Like if I think about it, it's probably still better to either wait for this to get swept, then trade buys towards that, or wait for this too. But we didn't need to sweep this since it already mitigated here. So it's weird. It could have been a potential trade though. And now it's looking like it's gonna continue out this inversion. Could have been a potential trade break. Probably not. Now would have taken it. The inversion is very iffy, very slow. Yeah, just probably not would have not taken it. Just iffy setups. Let's think about GU. Then GU we had this. I wanted to see that retracement into the 15-minute version. Didn't get that retracement, just melted towards Asian lows on London Open. Then was looking at this continuation, which we didn't get. DAX, see, bro, like, see how we're filtering, bro, losses, bro. How we're filtering losses, that's what doesn't mean to not force trades. DAX, again, bearish bias of this. I had to draw towards back to this, but now we just broke really choppy, really weird break. This was decent though at the top of the leg, but we had this in our way. So yeah, just really forced setups. Then euro, holy shit, euro's fucking melting. Same, generally this low I was looking to target. I did say we're not reaching into this buy side liquidity because it mitigated an AVG, and when buy side liquidity mitigates an AVG, it's very unlikely to get taken. At least currently, I see this as a really good order block here for potentially for New York to continue off of. That's a very good order block. This is a very good healthy order block here at in a sense the middle of the range. So we're really gonna, I think we're really gonna see this retested. Over the sweep, I really think we're gonna be drawn back there. In my opinion, would it be a trade I would take? We don't have liquidity, but this, I'm really looking at this for potentially New York if we actually even build some sales right here. Yeah. AU again was right, was looking, I did say it's gonna buy, but it's just not gonna hold long term. It did buy and then it started breaking lower. UJ drawn liquidity, generally I think it was this, and that's pretty much it. Like pretty much every pair today I was right on bias, and that's really what matters to me. Oh my god, Nasdaq fucking melted. Yeah, they ended up being, what's up man, chilling bro, chilling, just watching, seeing what the market is doing. So ended up being right on almost all my narratives today, so that's a W for me. The trades were forced, so I'm not mad. I'm not taking a trade. I don't need to hurry. I don't need to, yeah, I don't need to hurry pretty much. Why would I hurry? These were not great setups, they were just iffy and very hard to take. This one good, still iffy though. Not looking for perfection, but looking for it to give me what I want. I don't need perfection, I just need I needed better art here, and I needed a retracement, which we didn't get. So usually in cases like this, when we reject an AVG, the second time we break through it I mark it, but even if I would have marked it, look where I would have marked it. So still not valid R. No matter what we would have done on this place, the only option would have been to execute on equilibrium of this AVG. Pretty much the only option, and we couldn't have really targeted lower. First objective is here, yeah, so pretty much couldn't have done anything. What's up, chilling, just looking at the charts. How are you, bro? How are you guys today? Did you take any trades? I know one guy was talking about the AU buy. I don't know where he bought. I think maybe on the inversion, stop loss below, TP. I know he got out, but I don't know where. 1 hour, or maybe, I don't know, more. What are you guys doing today? Did you guys take any trades? Are you looking to take any trades, or are you just like chilling today like me? I mean, it's pretty decent day. I like that the market starts moving decently again. On GU 15-minute demand. Let me see. What is your demand? This is your demand. This is the only demand I see, or this one. I see this area is potentially demand. I wouldn't really textbook demand, but this I would see maybe. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, but I don't know what demand. Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, I don't know what demand you're looking at. I don't really see a clear demand. Wait, I was looking at this on UK for 1 second. Let me see. We have printed a 15-minute gap. Do we have a draw? Like, our draw can indeed be here, but we need to see this get inversed, because this is our pivotal area. Even if it's a 1 minute, sometimes, I mean, it's also a 50 minutes, so yeah. One, let me see, 132 820. Oh, even lower, my bad. Yeah, from here I actually like this area. I like this demand. It's a good demand, this one here. And sell side sweep, yeah, I like this. How's it going? In terms of the funded, I'm in drawdown right now and -6%. I crashed out, so but yeah, I'm still chilling in my mind. So we're gonna see what this week does, cause I basically refound my edge. Long story short, and in the phase two, I was unconsciously just losing my edge and choking my edge without realizing. That's why I didn't end up having a lot of trades. But we'll be fine, in my opinion. We're gonna see. Wow, this is pretty good. If we break this, we're pretty much reaching into Asian lows and our initial draw, which is here. Oh my god, Dax is dog shit, bro. Good thing I didn't take that. Yeah, the Geo buy is good. I like your idea. To be honest, it's a very good spot that is very likely to hold higher and then come for these Asian highs. These gaps are very likely to get filled. They're too voided, so yeah, your demand is pretty good. The only thing that might happen is that we react off this and not come into your demand necessarily. That's the only thing that I would have a downside for your trading, for your trade, that it might not get tapped. Oh my god, but Euro looks fucking good. This order block, I do want to see it retested in New York on both pairs. The thing is, not that clear draw on you, and this is where we become highly resistant, this area. So technically our short would have been from that high to this. Yeah, could have been it. We're gonna see. Interesting day. Even for bank holiday, we didn't. Today didn't really feel like a bank holiday. Like even if you look at Euro, we did print pretty decently. We printed this like 30 pips. Yeah, 33 pips. So it's a very decent price action for bank holiday. Not gonna lie. Same with GU. It's like 45, 50. Oh, never mind. I thought it's like more. I mean, if you look at it from here, yeah, it's 40, 50. But yeah, did look decent. Not chop. Weird enough, I did really expect chop to look this day to look something like this. But apparently we fucking printed. Not gonna lie, we did do pretty decent price action today. Let's see, gold. Gold didn't. Gold. Didn't. This is how I expected kind of all the price to be looking at like right now. But we're chilling. Um, this doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad as a short, but again, I don't know if I want to force a draw here. I feel like a draw is a bit forced because of this. I don't really like the fact that this is in our way. But we look at this reaction on the 50 minutes. Fucking crazy good reaction. Crazy good reaction. So if this now supports a break lower and inverse, yeah, then it's pretty clear we're gonna reach here and here. But I don't know if I want to do it. I don't like these trades to that point where I'll be like, yeah, I'm trading it. Especially not being in, when you're being in drawdown, you don't really want to take trades that are iffy. You get what I mean? Not like, not perfectionism again, but not iffy setups. Like this is just iffy for me. At least now. Yeah, I mean, this guy was looking for buy. Living, Lilvin. My bad, Lilvin. Yeah, I like it. It's a good area. It's also an hourly inversion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, on the sell side, yeah, it's a very good area. I like it, and I still think we're gonna hold lower for now. But this definitely has, even if we don't hold like long term from here and start trending higher anyway inverse, I still think it's definitely gonna cause at least like this a reaction, like something like this. So that's still capitalizable. Let's see where we are higher time frame. Oh, we're in the process of inverting. My bad, of this 4-hour order block. I'm still being bearish here. Next draw, this 4 hour here, Next draw, these equal lows. Remember, we have equal lows on due, but it's gonna take a bit of time to reach into them. This is gonna be a really good hard time frame area. If this happens, like if we inverse this, and this is easy. This is 70 pips that we can trade on legitimately. That's gonna be our narrative once we do that. And now if we inverse this, it does look like a good order block. Even if you look at a 4 hour, look how good of an order block this is. So this definitely has a bit of potential to react. It's definitely a good order block even on the 4 hour, but we're gonna see. For now we're still inclined. It might tap in New York. Yeah, it might. It might. I think what we're gonna do now, what it's likely to do now, is just slowly like consolidate, retrace, tap this order block, and then continue for New York. And maybe like PM session is gonna tap you in and have that small reaction, but I wouldn't really hold towards the highs though, but that's just my personal preference. But yeah, I think it has potential on getting tapped in New York. This UK reaction looks fucking good though. But I don't trust this right there. Shit. Shit. Sometimes I'm brain damaged. Yeah, this look good. No, I ain't gonna lie, this look good. At least on the 50 minute, this look good, but I just don't trust it. If we inverse this, then I'm trusting it. Not gonna lie, I'm trusting going lower. Let's see where UK is higher time frame. Yeah, but I'll be considered the zone has been mitigated before. Um, where? Maybe lower time frame. I mean, I don't really see a mitigation. Not gonna lie, of this. I don't really see a mitigation, so it's still intact. I'll still be chilling on it. Or you mean this one? This one, yeah, has been mitigated, but this is definitely area of temporary reaction. Like I already seen this area so many times. Something like this is gonna cause a temporary reaction, then it's gonna get inverse, and then we continue. Seen this shit so many times. Yeah. Probably just gonna chill. Gonna take the day off. I mean, not day off. Gonna take London off. Pretty good session. I enjoyed it. Not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed it. This is what I've been missing a lot, bro. Like just enjoying trading, bro. I had so much pressure on my shoulders. I was so desperate to make this thing work to the point where I would just live miserable every day, and I would just look for results instead of letting myself flow and let life actually happen. Start forcing my results in a sense. That's why I ended up not having trades for so long. I overprotected out of fear, out of wanting to be profitable and make money. But I'm pretty confident that things right now will be fine, even if we're in drawdown. Look like in a hole, but again a force trade. That's probably gonna be it for today's London. It's a pretty good London. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like how price printed today. I actually like we were right on bias, so that's really the only thing I care about. Entries are just a detail, so long term we're still gonna get yeah our trades here. I do really like this order block. I don't know about draw on euro. I don't know about this area as a draw, but we're gonna see. Maybe we can have potential, for example, building some equal lows here. We retrace towards that order block and then I'm trading lower to take these equal lows. I do really like this order block to potentially follow lower cases. I don't think this is gonna be bicep that is gonna get taken too soon now. I think in the future maybe, but not too soon. Yeah, so this was it for today's stream. I thank you guys for being here. I love you, and I'm gonna see you for New York in 3 hours, around 3 hours from now.